Good day, ChiroSecure viewers. It's my pleasure to be with you today on the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress's presentation on Chiropractic Care is a Family Affair. This is a small, short presentation to enlighten our consumers on what chiropractic care is, specifically geared to enabling the entire family to come together and see the wellness that chiropractic can bring to our families. So let's get started with today's presentation. I want to first start with a very big thank you to ChiroSecure for hosting us on a monthly basis, and all of our sponsors at the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, because without them, we could not get our national campaigns to be productive around the United States of America. Today, we're going to cover a lot of ground in 15 minutes, but what I really like to say is here, for example, I'm going to give a shout out to the Fitzgibbon Family Chiropractic. This is a nice little icon that we saw in the Facebook pages, and it's Chiropractic Care is a Family Affair. And we thought, you know what, this is exactly what consumers need to see, is that chiropractic can be very beneficial from very early to very later in life. So we're going to go through a couple of our pieces that the foundation offers so you feel very comfortable that our messaging is getting out nationwide. One of the key things that many people were not aware of, and I bring this to light because it's a fabulous study. Google it yourself. At the bottom of my screen, you'll see that in 2017 in December, unfortunately, it came at a very busy time. Many of us were in holiday activities, but Spine came out with this article, this review, and it's the prevalence patterns and predictors of chiropractic use among adults. The results from a 2012 National Health Interview Survey. It's fabulous because it's chock full of wonderful information that your families need to understand more about who's using it, when they're using it, why they're using it. And starting with 54.6 million Americans are using chiropractic care. As you see, we put together an infographic. This is a wonderful way, short, easy, and concise for consumers to see that chiropractic really is a family affair. And when you look at what that Spine article states, it showcases that chiropractic leads to improved overall health, better sleep. We all need more sleep. Related and reduced stress, and then a sense of control in health. This infographic also points out that chiropractors do more than just adjusting, and we all know that, but our consumers need to know that. And one of those pieces is that users that are having chiropractic care feel more motivated, a key aspect to what we do, to eat healthier and exercise more regularly. That's showcasing that we do adjust, but we also educate our patients, which is the critical component to what the foundation does and what you as a chiropractor in the community will be doing. Speaking of education, what is the actual perception of chiropractic? Well, the study showed, and this is the Gallup-Palmer College of Chiropractic survey in 2016, nearly 62 million Americans went to a chiropractor in the last 5 years. More than half said they were in the last 12 months. So we're slightly up as time is going on. We're showing greater benefits, improved outcomes, and obviously we're having an impact in the pain and the opioid epidemic, I believe, as I've seen so many more information coming out to really start looking at the non-farm options. But we're not going to sit back. We're going to tell our story, and we're going to tell it really well. Quality graphics, quality information needs to go out. And that's why you can depend on the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. One of them being from the very beginning is a family care, expectant mothers. Let's start before they're even born. Let's talk about the opioid crisis. How is that impacting the babies? And the truth is, there is an upswing as the Journal of American Medical Association's Pediatrics shows. The number of cases of neonatal abstinence syndrome has risen 5-fold in the past from 2000 to 2012. That's nearly 22,000 affected infants in the last year alone. And the reality behind that stat is heart-rending. And I think that chiropractic can make a major impact in those that are suffering in pain that are not going to be using an opiate and that can come to a drug free, natural, effective, high patient satisfaction opportunity. And that's the other ad that you're seeing on your left hand screen. All pregnant women should read this. These are ads that you can put anywhere: Facebook, Instagram, all of the above can be very helpful in you growing your practice. When you talk family, you bring families in. So let's talk the younger patients. As we know, right now we're in June, so no one's thinking about backpacks, but you are, because you're preparing for what you're going to do when they start going back to school, because parents love to think about when the kids are going back to school. So we want to start talking now when they start shopping for their backpacks. Tell your parents, bring them in. Let's make sure their backpack is fitted properly. We do that in our office as a free service. Student backpacks are literally a big pain. You can start putting these together so that when you're ready to launch your August or September going back to school information, you've got it all right there. You just grab our infographics and you put them in your Facebook site. What about our junior patients? Those are the patients that are, between 8 and 16, 17. In the middle of this graphic, you'll see patients with juvenile arthritis. And this is a fantastic patient that shared her story with us. And you can look at this as another way to educate. We go to young adults. Look at this little infographic on the left-hand side is the millennial hunchback, 20 years old, and they're suffering from back pain as bad as people double their age. So we're looking at problems with postural distortion because remember, the millennials are often the ones that grew up with the technology and they're resulting in the tech neck. So that's part of it. But we also know that a majority of our young people are very much involved in athletics. And you can go as far as the extreme athletes. Here is a poster of our professional CrossFit athlete, fantastic proponent of chiropractic, Mr. Rich Froning. And he put together this poster for us, just showcasing that CrossFit athletes, if they want to be the best they can be, enduring a good, healthy regimen, including chiropractic, can be very helpful. And then obviously, on the other side of the spectrum is those that are suffering. Amateur athletes often, unfortunately, get addicted to opiates very young if they're given inappropriately for an injury that something chiropractic could easily have taken care of. And that's why I want you to talk the talk, walk the walk, be present in your community, whether it's being at a little league field or you're sitting in a gym with high schoolers. This is the time, the place, and it's now that we get our high quality information out to the public. Athletes, now, lots of people are running. Did you happen to pick or see the Runner's World magazine for July issue? It's out now. And this is our ad. Are you stepping on your low back pain? Start making people think about what they're doing when they're running, because everybody thinks, oh, I'm running, I'm doing a great job. But if they're imbalanced or their biomechanics are off, they're actually making their body much more worse than better if they continue to ignore a problem, or they just want you to look and talk to them about stretching and strengthening and making sure their core is strong and they're well balanced. These are the types of information that I think as a family, because oftentimes a family that runs together will often be in better shape together as a team. So, how do we distribute advertorials? These are really great ways. We've had some tremendous results with our advertorials going out into small local newspapers, but all you have to do is grab plug and play, plug them into whatever small newspaper you have in your local community and share those advertorials. If you need help, it's okay. We're here to help you. Alexis is our marketing director. She's fantastic. And so you want to be able to get these high quality advertorials out because you don't have time to present them yourself or produce them. And if you do, share them back with us because we need more material as well. But a reality is we want to make sure that we're getting the information out from the young people all the way to our older adults. Look at this, safely managing seniors' pain. 50% of older adults who live on their own suffer with chronic pain. That pain can stop them from doing their activities of daily living. So you want to be talking to the senior citizens that come in, or the geriatric patients. I'm not a big fan of using the word geriatric, but our seniors definitely do need you to talk to them about what they're suffering. They have oftentimes multiple problems that they need to address, and you can address them one at a time and say, look, today we're going to address your knee pain. On our next visit, we'll start talking about some of the other things that you're dealing with. But remember that 85% of seniors in care facilities also suffer from chronic pain. So we've got a majority of our older adults, 72 million to be specific, adults by 2030, or 20% of our national population. So if you're not talking to your seniors about chiropractic care, you're missing a large portion of that population that's only growing. And we want them to be healthy environment. This should be the best years of their life, and it will be if chiropractic care is involved with their lifestyle choices. The the next part is, if they're in chronic pain, are they using opioids? Who worse to give an opiate to than someone who's already suffering with balance problems? And that leads to falls and all sorts of traumatic and often devastating impacts to their life later as they get older. So 78% of patients prefer to treat their physical pain with a non-pharmaceutical option. So when you're talking to your patients and you have them on that tableside talk that we have in our roadmaps, ask them, would you prefer to treat your pain with a non-pharm option rather than a pill? And if they say yes, good for you, because you're part of the 78% of Americans who actually do want to treat without a pill. When you're sharing your infographics effectively, I want you to look at how you're doing it, putting them on our social media, on your social media sites, print them out. Use them. Remember, paper's coming back. People walking out with a piece of paper in their hand often will share it. So remember that they can go in flyers, they can go in handouts, you can use them in community presentations. And hold on a second, I know a large majority of you prefer not to do PowerPoint presentations to your local community. But I'm telling you, that is a fantastic way for you to meet and greet your community and find out what are their ailments? What are they suffering from? So make sure that you're doing those opportunities that become available to you. You can put them in your email to a patient. You can put it in your newsletters. If you choose to, and I desperately ask you to do so, is go out into the community. We have the PowerPoint presentation all set up for you. Chiropractic Care is a family affair. Attract committed patients and families from day one. And it goes through talking to the community about family care. You can get this from the foundation and be able to utilize it next week if you choose to do so. One of the things that I think is very simple, but we often forget, is who's answering your phone, and that is your CA. So, is your CA doing her due diligence or his due diligence and just asking? The reality is this an individual patient appointment or is this a family appointment? Because now you're starting to talk to them about family care. Make sure you're getting those in. I want to do a quick update with you that really does bring together family and fun. And this is what chiropractic is all about. As you'll see, Colin O'Brady is a world record holder, and we have a fantastic opportunity to get involved with him. He's a wonderful advocate of chiropractic, and we're going to be bringing this to you, and you can share in some very exciting opportunities with Colin O'Brady. He's going to be hitting 50 high points within the United States less than 30 days. So we would like you to share with your patients, share with your family members, but be present yourself. That Colin might be in your home state. So find out when he's going to be there, and we're going to be helping you the whole way to share. This is going to start on June 28th, and this is the summer that he is going to hit 50 high points with Colin O'Brady. You'll see at the bottom, if you want to learn a little more, ColinO'Brady.com/50 high points. And each part of this journey is going to include chiropractic. So we're going to be very excited to watch him and see him showcase his outstanding athletic performance. Outside of that popular and fun way to share chiropractic with your patients, how about your CAs? Get them excited about chiropractic, as excited as you are treating them. And that is the next one, which is tomorrow with Kathy Mills Chang. Everybody just truly loves her. She is fantastic. Make family care affordable for all. tune in for that next tomorrow. If you haven't already done this, like us on Facebook. You get the latest information on what is going on with news, media, and our promotions within the national campaigns that we're doing. Remember that we always have June marketing roadmaps. Our Monday marketing podcast will go out. And also, ChiroSecure is consistent with their messaging. Next week, we have Mike Misko, and he will be here next Tuesday at the same time, same place. Remember, together, we're the best we can be when our messaging is clear, concise, and good quality. So I want to thank you for being part of our presentation today. Be part of the family. Help us make chiropractic fun. Ensure that our messaging is getting out. And I am grateful for all of those that are supporters. If you're not, f4cp.org and find out how you can get involved with us, because with 22,000 members, we're growing and our national campaigns are doing so as well. Thanks again, and we'll see you next month.